Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're all about cutting through the noise, getting you straight to the insights that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And today, we're focusing on Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Looking really closely at the key updates just from the last 12 hours or so, this being July 21st, 2025. We've got info from, well, all over city news, weather departments, even consulate notes.
And our goal here, our mission for this deep dive, is really to pull out the most important bits, those nuggets of knowledge from all these different sources.
Right.
We want to help you understand what's actually happening, the key events, and, what they might mean, not just for Chiang Mai itself, but maybe more broadly.
It's like a snapshot, isn't it?
Exactly. A city dealing with, well, ongoing issues, but also these immediate things popping up, adapting constantly.
Okay, so let's unpack this, because the first thing that jumped out, and it's pretty significant, is this news about dismantling online fraud operations. Right there in Chiang Mai. What's the actual story behind that?
Well, what's really striking is how specific the police action was. They arrested 3 suspects, found 2 different online fraud setups.
2. Yep.
Yeah, and one was, get this, run out of a luxury villa over in Haengdong.
Wow, a luxury villa.
True it.
Seriously.
Seriously, but it's the scale that really hits you. They think these operations scammed over 100,000 people, mostly in China.
100,000 victims.
Yeah, and the amount is around 500 million baht. It's huge.
That's staggering.
It really is. And it's not just, a simple local crime. It shows how these big, sophisticated global criminal networks can use a place like Chiang Mai.
Like an unwitting hub.
Exactly. An unwitting hub for massive international fraud really underlines the vulnerabilities, doesn't it? The borderless nature of cybercrime today.
It really does. That amount, 500 million baht up into one, and from a villa. Does it suggest anything about who these criminals are? Are they trying to blend in?
Well, the sources don't explicitly link them to, say, major cartels beyond that global network idea because of the victims being in China. But operating from a fancy villa, that definitely suggests they have resources, they're sophisticated, not just petty criminals. It points to that strategy, Blending into a high-end area to avoid detection makes them harder to spot until, well, intelligence finally catches up.
That's quite the glimpse into the underworld.
Yeah.
But almost as quickly as that story breaks, the city's focus, and ours, pivots to something else entirely.
Yeah.
Something much less controllable. The weather.
Yeah, a total shift.
And this isn't just your average forecast update, is it? It sounds critical. So how is Chiang Mai bracing for this? What's happening with Storm Wipha?
Right, Storm Wipha. The Thai Meteorological Department has put out a pretty serious warning. They're talking heavy, maybe even very heavy rains across the north.
Okay.
Including Chiang Mai, of course, expected from around July 20th through the 24th.
So like right now, basically.
Exactly. And it's because this storm, Wipha, is merging with the southwest monsoon. That's what's amplifying the potential impact. It's a potent mix.
Merging with the monsoon. Okay, that sounds intense. So with that kind of storm looming, what are the authorities actually doing on the ground? What are the concrete steps?
That's the key question, isn't it? Preparedness. And the Royal Thai Army seems to be moving decisively. They've actually deployed Ka-32 helicopters.
Helicopters, wow.
Yeah, and rescue teams, too. They're positioning them in some of the more remote parts of Chiang Mai province, specifically getting ready for search and rescue if needed, and definitely for flood response.
Makes sense for the remote areas.
Absolutely. And if you zoom out a bit, you see this fits into a bigger picture. The Office of National Water Resources, they've set up a forward command center.
Right there in Chiang Mai.
Right there. Their focus is urgent planning for the whole Mekong Basin flooding situation, which is critical, given how many countries rely on the Mekong.
A huge region.
It is. So they're coordinating things like reinforcing flood barriers, getting water pumps ready for the Mekong's tributaries. It's a really coordinated effort.
Okay, that's reassuring to hear about the preparations. But what about the immediate impact? Has the storm hit hard anywhere yet? How's Chiang Mai holding up compared to other places?
Well, this is where there's some contrast. The heavy rains from Wipha have sadly caused fatalities elsewhere.
Oh, no.
Yeah, tragically, 2 Chinese tourists died down in Phuket.
Oh, that's awful.
It is. But, importantly, as of the last reports, no casualties have been reported in Chiang Mai itself.
Okay, that's good news for Chiang Mai, at least.
Definitely a positive sign so far. Perhaps speaks to those proactive measures we were just talking about.
True. But, even without major storm casualties yet, I remember seeing that footage just a few days ago of a flash flood right in downtown Chiang Mai. That paints a slightly different picture, doesn't it? Makes the city seem quite vulnerable.
That's a really important point, because the threat isn't just Wipha. The general forecast for Chiang Mai, even beyond this specific storm, is for widely scattered heavy showers and thunderstorms.
Just ongoing monsoon conditions.
Exactly. Persistent monsoon stuff expected through the week.
Yeah.
And that vulnerability you mentioned, it's very real. That video footage showed it clearly, a downtown flash flood hitting the city just from intense rainfall, not even a named storm then.
Right.
Chiang Mai is in a basin, geographically. You've got mountains around it, so when you get intense rain, all that water can funnel down into the urban areas really fast.
Overwhelming the drainage.
Precisely. Overwhelms the drainage systems. It's a reminder of how quickly things can turn and that constant challenge of water management they face there.
So practically speaking then, if you're there now, maybe you live there, maybe you're visiting, what does all this mean? What should people be aware of?
Well, the U.S. Consulate General in Chiang Mai has actually put out its sort of standard seasonal safety advisory,
Okay.
basically telling U.S. citizens in northern Thailand to be extra vigilant during the rainy season. It's a reminder to be careful.
A standard heads up.
Yeah, a routine but important heads up. And what seems quite likely are disruptions to travel, local airports, general getting around.
Flight delays and that kind of thing.
Minor flight delays, maybe some reroutes seem possible, yeah. Given the forecast for continued downpours and probably some wind as well, it's definitely something travelers need to factor in.
Right. Good to know. So we've got the crime bust, the major weather threat, the preparations. But amidst all these immediate challenges, did anything else surface? Something offering a different perspective on Chiang Mai?
Actually, yes. And it's quite fascinating. Amidst all the storm warnings and police activity, we found mentions of traditional cultural ceremonies continuing.
Oh, like what?
Specifically, a northern spirit appeasement ceremony. It's called Pusayasai.
Busayasai.
Okay, and the fact that these continue despite the looming storm is really telling. These aren't just, quaint folk rituals.
Yeah.
No, they reflect really deeply held beliefs about connecting with the land, with spirits. They're a powerful expression of community identity and resilience too, especially when facing something overwhelming like a major storm.
So culture carrying on regardless.
Exactly. It suggests this deep cultural anchor. Even as the city deals with very modern threats, cybercrime, climate change impacts its core identity as being maintained through these long-standing practices. It's like tradition provides stability in times of, rapid change.
That's a really interesting counterpoint. So putting it all together from just these last 12 hours,
Yeah.
we've really dived deep into Chiang Mai. And it's clear, isn't it, these different threads, the high-tech fraud, the raw power of the weather, this quiet cultural steadfastness they all weave together,
They really do.
painting this really multifaceted picture of a city that's constantly adapting.
Absolutely. And the insights we can pull from this are pretty profound, I think. You see how global crime touches down locally in unexpected ways.
Right.
You see the absolute critical need for being prepared, for responding quickly to environmental threats like these storms. And then, that remarkable resilience of cultural practices. Sometimes it's surprising how strong that is, even when facing huge challenges. It's all happening at once, shaping the city's character day by day.
So it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? What does it actually take for a city like Chiang Mai? How do you keep balancing these relentless modern pressures, these external forces, with preserving that deep-rooted tradition, that identity?
That's the core question, really.
Yeah. Something for you, our listeners, to maybe mull over. Just thinking about all those layers of daily life we've glimpsed in only 12 hours of news from one single, really dynamic city.